Time for the 49ers Rush Podcast.
What a crazy world we live in that Sam Darnold is a quarterback on the San Francisco 49ers after all the Jimmy G trade up for Trey Lance, Brock Purdy shining. Here we are. He comes in number 34 on our roster countdown for this year, and he is the last of the quarterbacks. Yet to be seen who's going to be quarterback too early and later on who goes in first if there is an injury to Brock. But I can say this very comfortably. The 49ers roster is better with Sam Darnold on it than with Sam Darnold off of it. And I know that everybody's going to come in all over the spectrum whenever he talks Sam Darnold. I mean, he almost has as many interceptions as he does touchdowns for his career. Former third overall pick. All these different things. But make no mistake, he is a quality quarterback in the NFL. Now, your term of quality, whatever, the skill set's there. He's young. He's only 25. He's 25 years old. He is younger than, I think, 3 drafted quarterbacks this year in the NFL draft. I don't think that the story is finished with Sam. Now, are there issues? Yeah, we're going to go through some of those. But is he a top 64 quarterback in the NFL? I think that he is. I consider him our quarterback 3. We'll see if he's the quarterback 2 or 3. I think it's close between him and Trey, which sucks to say. But if he's your quarterback 3, there's 32 teams in the NFL. Now you're talking, okay, is he a top 96 quarterback? And I don't think anybody would disagree with that. I really, really don't. If every team rostered 3 quarterbacks, which they all do until the cut down, that's 96 QBs. He belongs there, to say the least. I would say he belongs probably in the top 50 to 55 quarterbacks, bare minimum. So let's get to know Sam, and shout out to Josh, the 49ers guru, who did the back work on this episode, crushing it as always. Darnold's wearing number 14, which I have to say, that was my Little League jersey number, the solid 1-4, so shout out Ginger. Sam Darnold, appreciate you there. 6'3", 225. That's how you draw a quarterback. I mean, he is huge. And it's weird, going out to training camp and the practices, and you see the quarterbacks in their group. They could not look more different. Trey's the biggest by a mile. Then Sam Darnold's huge. And then you got little Brock Purdy. And the little guy is the one that's starting. Quarterback, there's intangibles, all those other things. But whatever. 6'3", 225 is huge. Like I said, 25 years old. 4.85, 40-yard dash. 1.66, 10-yard. Pretty good. 6'9", 6'3 cone. He's shifty for how big he is. That's better than Debo's 3 cone. Like, that's weird. And so Sam Darnold's not labeled a mobile quarterback. Dude's an athlete and a half. Anybody that can play ball like he does, basketball I'm talking about, this dude was not just a team captain or a team MVP. This dude was a 2-time league MVP in high school for basketball. Like, his coach said he could have got a Pac-12 scholarship to play basketball if he wanted it. But it was very clear he was going to be a football player. But the dude can ball. There's no doubt about that. Went to San Clemente High School. Like, he had some competition down there. Graduated USC with a communications major. He was top recruit, whatever else. But he's got the lineage. His grandfather, this is a little known fact, I didn't even know this. His grandfather was like one of the original Marlboro men back in the day. And his name's the best ever, Dick Hammer. USC basketball player, Olympic volleyball player, actor, Marlboro man, all those things. Sam Darnold's dad, Sam Darnold's dad, Mike, also played football at Redlands College, several other relatives, college athletes. The dude's got it all. Back to Sam now. He was an All-American in high school, Orange County Offensive Player of the Year, 39 touchdowns, 8 interceptions in 1 year. And 2-time league MVP in basketball. Dude, he's athletic. And so if you are listening to this and you're just like, man, I can't stand Sam Darnold, I get it. He's got a lot of bad tape. You have to give him, the dude's athleticism is top tier. It really, really is. And I've got pages and pages of accolades that you can kind of go through. But let's jump to the negatives. 68 total turnovers in his career to 73 interceptions or 73 touchdowns. That's not good. A 1-to-1 turnover ratio. That's like Nick Mullins-esque. 3 comebacks in his career, 5 game-winning drives. but the arm talent's there. He's had problems seeing ghosts, quote unquote, and all those things. But the Niners went out and targeted him. And this is important because Sam Darnold was signed on the very first day of free agency. He was the very first quarterback deal to go through. This is somebody that the Niners pursued and wanted here, which means Kyle Shanahan wanted him. Now, this was immediately after the Brock Purdy surgery when the timeline was up for debate. And we could dive into the conversation of, is Sam Darnold competition for Trey? Is Sam Darnold just a backup if Brock didn't heal correctly? Those are things we don't know the answer to. But through camp and through preseason, it's pretty clear Sam and Trey are competing. Different people can say, do you want explosive plays? Then you want to go with Trey Lance. If you want who's going to go to the first read faster, that's Sam Darnold. That's the name of his game. And we'll kind of see, but the idea of having 3 quarterbacks, Sam Darnold can win on this roster. I really believe that. Now, if we go back to how he got into the NFL, he was drafted 3rd overall in 2018 by the New York Jets. Listen to these stats. Not good, okay? 21 wins, 34 losses as a starting quarterback, so 55 games started. I understand wins aren't necessarily just a quarterback stat. I get that. Less than 60% completion percentage, 59.7, not good. 61 touchdowns, 55 interceptions, that's bad. 78.2 rating, awful. 143 sacks, atrocious. Probably his worst stat, 35 career fumbles. That is tragic. It's tragic. Now, okay, let's look towards the most recent. He goes to the Panthers. He's not healthy. Finally gets healthy. He closes out their last 6 games on a very bad roster. Goes 4-2. Still below 60% completion percentage, but 7 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Okay. 92.6 rating. Good. So, if you're just looking at that, like, okay, he trending upwards maybe. He's 25. You can't write the book off on this guy. You cannot. He's 25 years old, ladies and gentlemen. Now, he has missed 10-plus games, shoulder injury, foot injury, COVID stuff. So, he's been banged up a little bit. And, again, my film assessment of Sam Darnold's pretty clear. He's got all the arm talent in the world, but he is a one-read quarterback. And he has the utmost confidence in that one read. The problem is when he goes past that one read, now you're in danger zone. And this is where turnovers, bad decisions, fumbles, sacks, all those things come about because he's quick. And all throughout camp, I was at every open practice that was available. Catch, throw, catch, throw. He gets the ball out faster than anybody. He knows his first read and he can get it there quick. The big plays, that's not really his thing. He is a nickel and dimer, even though he has elite arm strength, just because he wants to get the ball out quick. Kyle Shanahan loves that. The problem is when that first read is taken, it's just, hold on, buddy. It's Jimmy G-like where he's just like panicking and you see it. Like he is not comfortable as soon as he gets past that first read. So that's something he's got to work on. The trades involving Sam Darnold, you could write a book on it, man. Listen to these players involved. The Colts had the rights to the pick 3rd overall in 2018. The Jets traded up from 6 to 3. This is who the Colts got: Quentin Nelson, Braden Smith, Rock Ya-Sin. That's pretty damn impressive. I mean, Quentin Nelson, perennial All-Pro. Braden Smith, starter at right tackle for since then. You're talking, 6 years now. Then he gets traded from the Jets to the Panthers, which eventually came out to be Trey Smith and Arnold Ebiketie. Again, 2 decent players. And the Niners just got him over in a free agency deal, just brought him over. So we'll see. Personally, I think he should be quarterback 3 on the 53-man roster. The new quarterback rule says he's on the 53-man roster, but he would be the emergency quarterback. Shanahan might put him at number 2 and put Trey as the emergency quarterback. We'll just have to kind of wait and see. But I want to end this episode the same way that I started it. It's crazy he's here, but make no mistake, would you rather have Josh Johnson or Sam Darnold as your quarterback 3? I think we all know the answer to that. No shade to Josh Johnson. He's incredible. But Sam Darnold gives this team an option to compete. It's a safety net clause. Nobody is expecting Sam Darnold to go out and, compete for an MVP or anything like that. If a quarterback or two go down, which we've had happen here for the 49ers, you now have that safety net. And that safety net's Sam Darnold to me. And I'm glad that he's on this team. He's my quarterback 3. A lot of you guys probably have him quarterback 2. That's okay. We'll just have to see how it plays out. So for us, we'll just keep counting them down.